Today we're going to be working on the triceps and specifically how to use the cable machine and the rope to get the most out of your tricep work. It's a great exercise, but making sure you're using the right positions and the right angles will completely be a game changer if you haven't been doing that, to get the most tension, the most work, the most stretch, the most contraction out of your tricep. So we're going to focus on that today, so follow along. So the three variations we're going to show, and this is a good way for working your arms. This doesn't have to be in the same session, but to think about in your programming, to do an arm exercise when the elbow's closer to the midline of the body, one where your elbow's out in front, and another one where your elbow's overhead. It'll just give you different parts of the triceps to work on. It also is just a little bit safer than just always doing that same movement all the time. So we're going to go through three variations, but show you in each variation how to get the most out of each exercise. So for the first one, we're going to do arms closer to the side. We're going to do the rope push down. Now there's different ways to do this. We're going to go through the way that we like the best, and the reason we like it is because we get the maximum tension out of the cable. We get the maximum stretch as well. So what we're going to do is get Yob to set up first. He's going to move back from the machine, stick his butt back a bit, and just kind of lean into the weight a little. So he's already got his lats engaged, he's down, he's in his feet, and now he's created a good position to be able to just really isolate the triceps. So the triceps love a good stretch. So Yob's going to bend his elbows, already bending his elbows as much as he can to really stretch, and then he's going to drive that rope down. Okay, so let's do a few of those. So what we want to see is that cable moving as a straight line as possible. Okay, so rather than going down and trying to pull the cable back towards us, Yo's pushing down on a slight angle, basically just keeping the angle of the cable from the front. So the cable's not moving forwards and backwards. When you move a cable forwards and backwards, nothing's happening, there's no tension. When you're keeping a straight line, there's tension throughout the whole range. So rather than just getting tension at the start and the end of the motion, Yob's keeping a lot of tension through the middle as well, by keeping a very straight line of the cable. That's it, so full bend up, full bend, he's stretching, 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 and then driving straight down on that angle of the cable. Let's do one more. Nice. So that is the cable tricep extension. So the next variation is basically like a standing cable skull crusher. So we've got the cable set slightly lower than when we did the push down. And what Yob's going to do is take a strong step out on one foot. Doesn't matter which foot you step on. Okay, you can use somewhere to anchor your foot back, or you can just do it on the ground. But basically, you want to keep a nice, neutral, strong, athletic position here. Now, same principle as before. When Yob's stretching and pushing, we're going to try to keep this angle of the cable so it's not moving up and down. Again, like moving forward and back, moving up and down creates no tension. So Yob's going to keep his hands apart, let his elbows come in, really stretch back, and then just drive that straight forward. Nice. Come back, come back, come back, getting a big stretch, and then driving forward. Nice, big stretch back, take all the way back, all the way, and then drive straight back again. Again, maximal tension. There's tension on here the whole time, the big stretch all the way through, and as we come back as well. Let's do three more there. Drive through, keep the chin tucked in, that's it, shoulders down, nice. Drive, that's it. When you're doing this, you'll be tempted to hold your hands together and not stretch as much. Try not to, that's easier, okay? So we're trying to keep the hands apart so the tension stays on there, it's not rubbing on the handles. And when we go back, we always want to fully bend and stretch. All right, excellent. All right, so our final variation, we're going to get those elbows up over the shoulders. So again, it's going to change the focus, but we're going to be using the same principle, big stretch, nice straight angle of the cable. Part of the trickiest part of this exercise is actually just getting it up. So basically, you're going to grab the rope, pick it up, turn around, set it behind the head. Just have the cables stack at the bottom, up, overhead. Now, in terms of angle, you don't want to be too far away from the machine, so you want a fairly vertical push, so stay as close as you can. Whichever angle you've chosen, that's what angle you're going to push your arms at. So again, keeping that good tension. So we're going to stretch right down, we're going to keep the handles apart, and then drive straight up overhead. That's it. Go right down, 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 and up. That's it. Again, getting that really good stretch, keeping the elbows pointed up and driving. Keep that cable straight. That's it. Slow on the way down and keeping that tension on and drive. Nice. Let's do 3 more. Big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. Keeping that good position the whole time. Last one. Okay, perfect. And when you put it back, be careful as well, turning around. So that's our 3rd variation of the triceps. So give those a try. If you want big triceps like yo, make sure you're focusing on the stretch. Make sure you're thinking about the angle that the cables are moving at and all the variations. So you're keeping tension. You'll feel it. You'll feel lost tension. If the cable moves forwards or back or in or out, you'll feel the tension come off. We want to keep constant tension on the muscles. We want to fully stretch each time. And when you're doing stuff with your hands, let's keep the handles apart. If this video helped you and you've tried some of these, let us know how it went. If you like this type of information, we have tons more of it over on our Instagram. We'll put our handle down in the description. Come over and check it out.